Hi guys, it's Miss Lisa, and I know it has been a couple of days since I have done porch time, story time for you. Part of it was because I have been super busy getting ready to go on a trip, but also because it has been completely pouring rain. And so I just haven't been out sitting on the porch, but I have not forgotten about porch time, story time, but I'm going to change it up a little bit today. I'm going to read you a couple of poems from this book called Where the Sidewalk Ends, which is filled with poetry written by a man whose name is Shel Silverstein, and that is a picture of him and his guitar. So I'm going to hold it like this, but then I will show you. This one has a picture. I'm going to read you this one. It's called The Acrobats. And can you see them? They're swinging. Let me read you this poem. The Acrobats. I'll swing by my ankles, she'll cling to your knees, as you hang by your nose from a high-up trapeze. But just one thing, please, as we float through the breeze. Don't sneeze. Because then they'd collapse. This one is called Magic. Sandra's seen a leprechaun. Eddie touched a troll. Laurie danced with witches once. Charlie found some goblin's gold. Donald heard a mermaid sing. Susie spied an elf. But all the magic I have known, I've had to make myself. This one is called Hug of War. Hug a War. I will not play at tug of war. I'd rather play at hug a war, where everyone hugs instead of tugs, where everyone giggles and rolls on the rug, where everyone kisses and everyone grins, and everyone cuddles and everyone wins. There are so many in this one. There's one more that I was looking for, and I didn't put a marker on it. I like all of them, but there's one specific one that I am looking for, and I just found it. Look at this big overflowing trash can. Some of you might know this, or maybe you've heard it before. I used to have a tape, a recording, like a CD, like a record of this man actually reading all of these poems. And when I was little, I had so many of them memorized, and I love listening to the authors read their own work, because I think you can really, get an insight to how they were feeling whenever they wrote the poem or when they wrote the story, or you can hear them say it the way that they were thinking it, maybe when they wrote it down. It's pretty cool. This one is called Sarah Cynthia Sylvia Stout Would Not Take the Garbage Out. So let us start. Sarah Cynthia Sylvia Stout would not take the garbage out. She'd scour the pots and scrape the pans. She'd candy the yams and spice the hams. And though her daddy would scream and shout, she simply would not take the garbage out. And so it piled up to ceilings, coffee grounds, potato peelings, brown bananas, rotten peas, chunks of sour cottage cheese. It filled the can, it covered the floor, it cracked the windows, and blocked the door with bacon rinds and chicken bones, drippy ends of ice cream cones, prune pits, peach pits, orange peel, gloppy glumps of cold oatmeal, pizza crusts and withered greens, soggy beans and tangerines, crust of black burned buttered toast, gristly pieces of beefy roasts. The garbage rolled on down the hall. It raised the roof. It broke the wall. Greasy napkins, cookie crumbs, globs of gooey bubble gum, cellophane from green bologna, rubbery, blubbery macaroni, peanut butter caked and dry, curdled milk and crusts of pie, moldy melons, dried up mustard, eggshells mixed with lemon custard, cold French fries and rancid meat, yellow lumps of cream of wheat. At last the garbage reached so high that finally it touched the sky, and all the neighbors moved away. and none of her friends would come out to play. And finally Cynthia said, "Okay, okay, I'll take the garbage out." But then, of course, it was too late. The garbage reached across the state, from New York to the Golden Gate. And there, in the garbage that she did hate, poor Sarah met an awful fate that I right now cannot relate, because the hour is much too late. But children, remember Sarah Stout, and always take the garbage out. That one was one of my favorites. So I will leave you with that one today. Some poetry from a book called Where the Sidewalk Ends by Shel Silverstein. And it's nice to be back on the porch, and I will see you soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye.